Hello everyone, and welcome to another OddsChecker.com/US preview of a primetime NFL game. My name is Mattek from SportsGrid.com, and I'm here to preview a game that I personally am looking very much forward to, which is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs playing at home to the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Conference Championship. If you go over to OddsChecker.com/US, you can see the best available lines for this game. Right now, the Chiefs are 3-point home favorites. If you wanted to bet the Bills, they are plus 150 on the money line. The Chiefs are minus 161. The total for this game is a lofty 54.5. These two teams actually did play already once in the regular season. The Chiefs scored 26, the Bills scored 17. Travis Kelce scored a touchdown, Steph Diggs scored. Actually, Travis Kelce scored twice. Darrell Williams scored a rushing touchdown. Cole Beasley scored a get me there, a get me to respectability touchdown in the fourth quarter. But this was really basically the worst game for Josh Allen all year. He went 14 of 27, only 122 passing yards, only 42 rushing yards. Devin Singletary ran for 32 yards in that game. Zach Moss, 5 carries for 10 yards. This was Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's best game of the year. 26 carries, 161 yards, 4 targets, 4 receptions. Was a very solid game for CEH there, though Darrell Williams did score the rushing touchdown. A couple injury news and notes here at the top before we get into our pick. Patrick Mahomes is probably going to play. It seems like he is going to be cleared by the independent neurologist, but it is not 100% certain. I am recording this Friday, early Central Time in the United States. So, we think it's going to be Mahomes. Obviously, if it's Chad Henne, that's going to change our opinion a little bit. It also seems like Sammy Watkins and Clyde Edwards-Hilaire are going to play in this game for the Kansas City Chiefs, whereas, we know Zach Moss not going to be playing for the Bills, but they should have their full complement of wide receivers, minus Gabriel Davis, who had 4 targets and 0 receptions last week. Seems like his ankle is really bothering him. I am going to be taking the Chiefs in this game, and not just because I'm wearing this beautiful Patrick Mahomes jersey, but essentially the Chiefs, I think, are kind of playing rope-a-dope with their opponents a little bit. So they end the year only number 6 in weighted DVOA, only number 2 in offensive DVOA. But if we look at some of their games to close out the year, the game against the Falcons, the game against the Saints, the game against the Dolphins, and the Broncos specifically, these were games where they got ahead and they really did not throw the ball deep. But in their really competitive games, so for example, the game against the Buccaneers where they got out to the 21-0 lead, the Broncos game in Week 7, I don't think there is a lack of a lack of ability to score points. I don't think a lack of being able to throw the ball deep is their problem. I think for a lot of different reasons, they just chose to keep things more conservative in the regular season. I think because it was a weird season, right? The COVID stuff and lack of off season, and they're trying to integrate Clyde Edwards-Hilaire and all of those different things. But also, I just think there was a sense of this is now a team whose aspirations are all about the postseason, and it's all about winning the Super Bowl. So I don't know if there's a lot that we can learn from the Chiefs' regular season numbers. On the other hand, I think there is a lot that we can learn from the Bills' regular season numbers. I have nothing but respect for this organization. 13-3 in the regular season. They were the number 2 team in pass rate above expectation. They threw 596 passes. They ran the ball only 411 times. Josh Allen had 102 rushes. Zach Moss had 112. Devin Singletary had 156. Steph Diggs, best wide receiver in the NFL this season. I think even better than Devonta Adams. 166 targets, 127 receptions, 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns. Really, my only concern about the Bills is first off, they are very reliant on deep throws. They do embrace that variance. And obviously, if you run bad variance-wise against Kansas City, you're just going to get absolutely buried. But also, we did see the first 2 times these teams played. Josh Allen is very good at what he does, but if the opposing team makes him uncomfortable, he is still pretty able and willing to make mistakes, right? You know, the mistakes still exist inside Josh Allen in a way they don't in Patrick Mahomes. So we are taking the Kansas City Chiefs. We are taking the Kansas City Chiefs -3, -161 on the money line, and slight lean on the over here as well. Everyone definitely make sure to check into oddschecker.com/US for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year, for all of the best available odds and gambling content.